There's a few reasons why I work out at Iron Asylum. When I initially moved here for school, it was one of the closest gyms to my house. Working out, going to the gym, to have success, you have to pretty much do it habitually. It doesn't have to be every day, but multiple times a week where you're putting in hard work. It sounds more My name is Derek Fisher. I'm 28 years old, and I'm currently in my last year of medical school. I'm going to be an emergency medicine physician starting in July. There's a few reasons why I work out at Iron Asylum. When I initially moved here for school, it was one of the closest gyms to my house, so I tested it out here. And then what kept me here is kind of everything. So the gym has everything I need to work out, plus more. It's the best equipment. It's super clean. They have like reasonable rules that are just like common sense rules, nothing like crazy. I could use my chalk, I could like reasonably. And then kind of the big thing here is the community. Everyone here, they're all doing their own thing, but it seems like they're working to a similar goal. And that's like their own goal that they have in their head, such as really just overall improving themselves. So what initially got me into working out was, well, I'll start a little bit earlier. In like middle school, so like 6th or 7th grade, I was like a quiet kid, but I was starting to like get into trouble in school. I wasn't doing the best things. My grades weren't that good. And then after 7th grade, I went to 8th grade. And 8th grade is when I had a friend who joined the wrestling team, and he eventually got me to join. And I was 106 pounds, I was all skin and bones, and you could imagine I got destroyed on the wrestling mat, which is embarrassing because it's a one-on-one sport. So what I did, I wanted to get stronger. So I started working out towards that. And that's when I fell in love with working out. So now, since I started wrestling, started working out, I joined the football team. So now those 3 activities kind of took up a large portion of my time outside of school. And I got into a better like friend group situation where I started to also improve kind of my school life, my grades, how I was behaving. So that's kind of how it started. And now how it's progressed is I started doing better in school, so good that I eventually applied to college, which isn't common in my family. I was the first one to go to college. So then I was on like the pre-med track, did biology. Wasn't sure, kind of fell out of the pre-med track. Eventually went to grad school, did a master's degree in biochemistry. And after that, during all of this time, weightlifting, fitness has kept me like grounded during that time. My life has always been kind of changing, and there's always been different things, whether it was the military, whether it was school, whether it was moving to different parts of the country, going through hard times in school. There's one thing that's always been constant in my life, and the constant thing is the gym. I've always been able to go back to do my typical routine and kind of reset my day, let all the kind of like frustrations of the day, the stress of the day, just forget about it for that like hour or two, concentrate on myself, my health, my fitness, and most importantly, my moves, because being able to reset myself every day like that allows me to kind of like pick back up at a stronger point in those activities, whether it was school or work or anything. How does the routine of fitness kind of translate into my everyday life, and how has it helped me in other aspects of life? Working out, going to the gym, to have success, you have to pretty much do it habitually. It doesn't have to be every day, but multiple times a week where you're putting in hard work. And many aspects of life are like that to be successful. So one way the gym has helped me and like the routine of going to the gym and the habit has helped me with school. I'm in my 10th year of school right now. So you know, all throughout undergraduate school, every day I would go to the gym and I would have like a routine. I would go to class the other day, and then after all class is done, go right to the gym. Try to kind of de-stress a little bit from class, reset my mind, and then study afterwards. That way I wasn't just going like right into studying after like kind of being mentally drained from class all day. And that same kind of routine helped me in graduate school. Now in graduate school, it was like less coursework, but now at that time I was also working. Just the same, I would go to grad school, I would either go to work, I would go to the gym, and all those things kept me on a routine, and it like kind of fed into each other. I knew that if I study for this many hours, okay, I could go work out now. I know that after I work out, I will have more energy, I will be more fresh mentally to continue on with school. And then finally in medical school, most people fall off their fitness routines, which is totally understandable because I mean, we're studying for like 16 hours a day while also like rotating at the hospital. And pretty much any second you're not studying, your grades will dip. You'll not be doing as well. And in medicine, that's really important because the better you prepare yourself in medical school, the more likely you are to better help a patient. So it has like real world effects. Remembering that weird side effect of a drug or kind of the not as common symptoms of a disease will eventually become important when you're seeing a patient who's exhibiting that constellation of symptoms. That snaps in your mind and you remember it. So right now, our applications for residency are due in a few weeks. I'm applying to emergency medicine. So I'm going to be working in the ER as a doctor. So as a doctor, it is important to practice what you preach. Doctors are responsible for kind of, guiding your health. So how can you trust me to guide your health if I am not healthy? So that's one thing that motivates me in the gym is kind of practicing what I preach. So I know that by me trying my best, trying to eat healthy, work out hard, my cases see that. My advice seems more practical to a patient when I talk to them about it because I have the firsthand experience. It's easier to guide someone and talk to about weightlifting or just fitness, running, any type of exercise when you do it yourself. So what gets me to go to the gym after a long day of studying, a long day of work? The number one thing is habit. I've been working out since I was 13, so I'm at right around like 15 or 16 years now of working out steadily. I'm fortunate that working out is my hobby and it's what I do for fun. But sometimes I don't always want to do that. I know that working out in that moment will help me mentally, and help me like reset. So it's kind of the habit of working out that gets me to work out on those days I don't want to, because I'm just so used to kind of my routine, go to school or go to work, go work out. It's just what I do without sometimes even thinking about it. And that kind of is what keeps up my fitness sometimes. So I think mental health and physical fitness are pretty much completely intertwined. You can't have one without the other. Like I was talking about previously, when I've had a super exhausting day and I'm mentally fatigued, my body is not at that point. So working out kind of brings me to the same level where I'm able to reset my mind, reset my body. So going to the gym regularly does require some sacrifices. Number one, it's a time sink. Previously, like before med school, I would work out for like 2 or 3 hours a day. Well, as an adult, you can't do that. So I found out how to make it work. For the last few years now, I've been working out 1 hour a day, 4 times a week. And I've actually have gotten bigger and stronger doing that. So kind of being more efficient has allowed me to keep up with my lifestyle, but there are still sacrifices regardless. I'm married, I have a newborn child, so kind of every second of my free time that I'm not home, I do feel a little guilty not being with my wife, not being with my son. But I also know that going to the gym makes me better, makes me a better husband, makes me a better parent, and better mentally prepared to take up the challenges of raising a child and keeping up with my family. Do I really think people are willing to kind of suffer for the life that they want? I like to think so. It's something I see here in the Iron Asylum community, because having a kind of a muscular fit body, there's no cheat code for it. So you have to put in the work day in and day out to get the look how you want. And that involves a lot of suffering, like we were talking about earlier, sacrifices, day-to-day working out. So I do think that there's a large population that will put up with suffering to kind of get their end goal. And most good things in life require hard work, dedication, and/or suffering to get to that great endpoint. I know I've seen it in myself, kind of going through all the schooling. You know, I'm in my, like I said, I'm in my 10th year of school, and you know, all my friends have been in their careers for 5, 6, 10 years already, and I haven't even started working yet. And then, so I'm graduating medical school soon. I still have 3 years of like specialty training before I'm like a regular full-time doctor. So kind of sacrifice is what I understand, and suffering is what I understand. So to get to the endpoint that I want, it's worth it. So my message for the people who are not living their best life right now, maybe at rock bottom right now. It's cliche, but like, you know, you can only go higher from there. So I would suggest just trying to change one thing in your life. I know we've been talking about the gym a lot, but I think fitness is one good way to do that. It doesn't have to be, you know, going to like bench the heaviest weight possible, but like movement. In medicine, we always say movement is medicine. So that could be like just like walking around your block for like 20 minutes. Those kind of things are kind of what will change your habits and get you out of that slump that you're experiencing. And I think it will honestly really help whoever out. It has helped me out during all those moments in my life. My message to the world would be do the hard things in life. Most of the hard things in life are worth it, and will get you to kind of the end goal of where you want to be. Personally, I never thought I could be a physician, because I think those people are doctors, not me. That's crazy. I don't have that in me. But really, everyone doing everything is a person, and you could be that person doing that thing. No one's above you. Some people have better, are born into better lives and have more available opportunities, but you could still do it. So I would say just do the things that live towards do your dreams. Try to live out your dream, because someone is, and it's possible that you could as well. One of the hard truths I had to learn about myself was that I will most likely never be the best at something. No matter what you do, it's hard to be kind of the number one person in that thing. So that could be your job, your profession, your fitness. There's typically someone better than you, and that's okay, because it's not always you against them. It's kind of you against yourself, and you trying to become the best possible version of yourself. That may not make you, you know, the strongest person in the world or the smartest person in the world, but it could make you the smartest and strongest version of yourself, which is ultimately the end goal. So for my fitness journey over the last, say, 16 years, the song that I would choose to best embody it would be Down in a Hole by Alice in Chains. That song, like the title says, he's just down in a hole, trying to escape it. And not that my life has been like that or, you know, bad at all, but achieved the best I've been able to. And that's always been involved trying to climb the ladder, or just trying to dig myself out of the hole I'm in and improve myself. So that's the song I've always listened to and kind of motivates me.